Alright, so next we're continuing on in my little death metal section. Not very much, I'm not a huge fan of death metal. I like a lot of both Christian and non-Christian bands, but black and folk and now, more recently, stoner doom are still my favorites. So, those are my top three. Everything else is like, meh. And power metal, don't like it. Sorry. This is Crimson Thorn. I have Unearthed for Dissection, which has both of their CDs, Unearthed and Dissection. American death metal project. They are Christians. Good band. Really enjoyed that. This is one of my favorites, though. This is Feast Eternal. I love Feast Eternal. I think they converted. I don't think they were always Christian. I think they converted early on and then became Christian. I can't remember how it works, though. So don't take my word for it. But anyways, this is two great CDs. This is Prisoners of Flesh, and this is With Fire. I got really obsessed with these CDs last year, and loved them. Listened to them constantly in my car. So, and this is Living Sacrifice, kind of like another American band. More of like a thrashy, deathy, metal-y stuff. This is Reborn, which is actually my favorite. I love Reborn. Reborn is such a good CD. So many good songs. First song, I believe, is Reborn Empowered, and that's a great song. But there's a bunch of other wonderful ones on the CD. This is legal download. And so is this one. This is Conceived in Fire, which is pretty good, but I think Reborn, which is an older CD of theirs, this is pretty new. This is like 2004. This is like mid to early 90s. Really good CD. And this is In Memoriam, which is their memorial CD. And this is when actually I think they completely stopped writing music for a time. The band's back up now. They released the CD last year, never really listened to it. But this is kind of like a compilation of all their stuff. Their early stuff especially is good. Like their first couple of CDs from the early 90s, like 91, 92, 93 era. Fantastic stuff. And then this is Miseration. I only have Your Demons, Their Angels, but this is a really good CD. Miseration is not a very well-known band. It's not necessarily a Christian band either. There is one member who's a Christian. It's Yanni Stefanik or something like that. He's in Renaissance, and I know that he is a Christian. The rest of them are not. The rest of them, like, I can't remember what band the vocalist is from, but he's from a pretty well-known straight metal band. And Christian Alvesartan, I believe is his name. Don't know what band he's from, sadly. Sorry. But he's the vocalist for Miseration. Miseration is a fantastic band. This is a good CD, and I also have The Mirroring Shadow, I believe, somewhere in my collection, but I haven't really listened to it left. Other things have been occupying my time. So there goes those two. More. This is the collection. The collection was a compilation of 3 bands: Royal Anguish, Tortured Conscience, and Soul of the Savior. Nothing really became a Soul of the Savior. They kind of disbanded and whatnot. But Royal Anguish, I believe, is still around. I believe they're from Florida. Don't know exactly what beliefs they purported anymore. I know that they used to kind of adhere to Christianity, but whatever. I think they kind of took the, well, I don't think they took the exact Virgin Black route, because I think I took the Virgin Black route. But whatever. Tortured Conscience is a Californian, I do believe, death metal band, and I do have Every Knee Shall Bow downloaded legally. And I haven't listened to it all that much, but what I've listened to is good. And really love this CD, though. And I must say, I always got to show off the artwork. I like the artwork. It's like leather tanning, but, you know, whatever. This. And then, of course, Nile. I sadly don't have any physical releases from Nile, and that breaks my heart. What really got me into Nile was my friend Jill's MySpace profile. She's the, like, her and her ex-boyfriend now are the only 2 people I know in real life who listen to metal. And she had lashed to the slave stick on her MySpace profile, and that is how I fell in love with Nile. Because Lash to the Slave Stick, to this day, is still one of my favorite songs. So I actually downloaded a bunch of random songs by them, and including songs from their latest release, which is Those Whom the Gods Detest, and I love this CD. Oh my gosh. Permitting the Noble Dead to enter in the underworld, I believe, is one of them. Kim Kef, all that Egyptian stuff. And then Iskander Tulkarnan. Oh, such a good CD. Great band. Some of them are like, meh, they're more like really Egyptian. I feel like I'm participating in some sort of funeral rites for the pharaoh or whatnot when I listen to it, or offering up sacrifices to one of their gods, although I can't remember how they worshipped, which is odd because I was a huge Egypt fan as a child. I watched everything I could on it, read all the books I could on it. I could probably mummify a body when I was about 10 years old because of all I knew about ancient Egypt. So anyways, so now it's right up my alley. I have all the rest of their releases. I have their, pretty much I think their entire discography in my collection via download. So, and then on the back is Soda Hutu, Huto, whatever. Finnish band. Finnish and I just don't get along. It's a very hard language to pronounce. I don't understand why I had to throw so many excess letters in, like all the L's and all the I's and all the A's. I mean, trying to pronounce a Moonsorrow song, it's just impossible. So I don't particularly understand that language. It's one of the hardest ones to read and pronounce. It's beautiful, though, when someone who's a native speaker can say it. That I like that language. Just not for my tongue. And this is their self-titled. Never really listened to the CD very much. I mean, it was pretty good, but it just never really caught my interest. Oh, no. I don't want to talk on the phone. Hold on.